Today I'm going to be talking about the big three. No, that is not a nickname for my genitals. The big three is an electrical systems upgrade for your vehicle, primarily used for car audio. Now, the number three refers to the specific conductors that you replace or add additional to under your hood in the engine compartment. I will number them in my own way. I don't know if it's the correct numbering, but here we go. Number one is your primary power from the positive on your battery to the stud on your alternator. Number two is the ground from your battery to a secure grounding location in under your hood, usually somewhere close to the battery. There's already an existing one. You can just reuse that and run a second run of 1.0 or 2.0. Also for your number one and number three. Number three is your engine block to your car chassis or another significant ground location that is separate from your engine block. I'm going to do a fourth wire from my high output alternator, the body of my high output alternator, to another ground location. It might be the engine block, it might be the same one that the engine block grounds to. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I will put a fourth wire in there just to make sure that the alternator is well grounded, because it is powder coated from Autotech Engineering, and they recommended that I put, or that anyone puts, a secondary ground from the body of the alternator to a solid ground location, just to ensure that this circuit is complete and it doesn't cause issues with the alternator. So that being said, let's take a look. So here's the engine compartment of my Mazda 3. It's formerly my wife's car. It's kind of still her car, but she got a new car, so she let me do a sort of swan song stereo install in it. This here is a 2.0 welding cable. I know I've got these cheap stock connections here. We'll see how that works out. This run goes around the back over here to this piece here, across the car over to the alternator. We'll take a look at that in a second. Then this is the primary ground that will be connected to the battery right here. Also 2.0 welding cable. We haven't yet done the, I haven't yet done the lead that connects the engine block here to the ground on the chassis. Can we see that through here somewhere? I don't even know if I can get in there. Let's see, this guy right, can't point at it here, right where my finger is pointing there. That lower one, you can see the little teeny little, maybe 10 gauge wire going to that. So we're going to replace that, or not replace it so much, we're going to add a 2.0 welding cable from this bolt here to that bolt under there, not the one that's holding the power steering fluid, the one underneath it. That's your ground there, and then that way we'll have all the main power runs for the electrical system upgraded to handle the 320 amps that come from the Autotech 320 high output alternator there. So there it is. That's the engine block to chassis or body or whatever. You can see the scratching I did on the paint to get a bare spot on the metal so it grounds really well. Yeah, but that's it. I had to pull out the power steering thing to get at the reservoir to get at the location. But the last thing, like I say, the last thing I still need to do is put that one lead off of the ground of the alternator there so that I can run the backup to either this location or another ground somewhere else.